How y'all doing today? We are in Vibe609 studio doing an investigative report with the EBT fraud going on. This is one of the young ladies that has been frauded by a crazy system that's going on that's plaguing our environment and our sisters throughout the country. So without further ado, Miss Cassie.
Yes. So, hello, everybody. I was a fraud of the food stamp thing that's going on right now. I had all of my food stamps stolen between 20 minutes of them being deposited into my account. And they were coming from New York, Pennsylvania, some were in Jersey. I think another one was in Delaware, all within 20 minutes. I have my card in my possession, and I actually woke up on the date of my deposit and just thought that maybe I forgot to do paperwork or something like that. I did see another lady who had posted something about food stamps being stolen and telling people to check their transactions. So upon me doing that, I realized, yeah, the deposit, was deposited, but they all came out between, I think it was 12:10 and 12:30. Um, and yeah, they were all over the place.
Now, if would you mind sharing where you went to make a purchase at? Or did you even make any purchases?
No, I didn't make any purchases.
Oh, wow.
My entire balance was taken off my account within that time. And I was at home sleep. When I woke up the next morning to check to make sure, I think I woke up around 4 a.m. and checked my account because I was going to do an online purchase for a delivery order. And it said zero balance. And I said, oh my goodness, I must have forgot to, recertify or something like that. And I called the number even on the weekend because they were closed obviously that Friday for the 4th of July. And I did everything. I even told them that I didn't get my benefits. And like I said, then when I actually seen that post upon me just randomly scrolling through Facebook, I seen a post that said to check your transaction because this is a thing that's going on. And then when I did, I realized, oh wait, I did get my deposit, but somebody, like I said, stole them within 20 minutes.
So that's something I've never heard. So that sounds like it's happening from the system itself. Because if you had just got the direct deposit or whatever they would call it, and before you even had the opportunity to scan your card anywhere, you already got stolen from. So that means that's deeper than the stories we've heard so far. Because everyone else, they were speaking to the fact that they went to a particular store, they made a little small purchase, and then everything just start running up. So that is real crazy.
Yeah, I made no purchases. I hadn't made a purchase since probably like, I want to say, give or take, maybe like June 20th.
Right.
And then, yeah.
Wow.
And I do have my printout of my transactions, and I'll give that to you. And you can see it happened within 20 minutes from New York, Delaware, Pennsylvania. They're all over the place. Minutes.
We had an anonymous caller that was saying that now this makes me believe the caller more than I did when I initially heard the report. The caller said that she had inside information that this was happening from a federal level. So we're doing a deep dive into this because now what you said, that it kind of sounds true because for them to be able to hit your card before you even got to hit the card, that is beyond just going to a regular retail and them having a skim or whatever they call it on the
Correct.
machine. That's way deeper than that. Did you by any chance did you get a police report?
Yes, and I have that too. I can give that to you if you. I do.
And when you made the report to the police, did they say that they had a lot of other reports made in
Yes.
the same type of situation?
When I went there, I had to wait for an essential amount of time. I can't quote as long as I had to wait, but they said like at that time, I think I went in there about 10 o'clock in the morning, and they said they had about 6 to 8 other people that were already in there for the same thing.
Wow.
Now I don't know where theirs were coming from, but mine, as I told you, was from all over the place.
Right. Wow. So did they say that they was doing a deep dive investigation into this, or they just left it at that?
Well, no, they did say that they were doing an investigation. They said that they would contact the local, the county building, to see what else and any other information that I could bring in, or anybody else that I know who's been affected. They do recommend them coming down there to do the same thing.
Excellent. Now, when you went to the county building to make them aware of what happened, what was their response?
Well, initially I called, but I literally just left there before I came to you, and they directed me to an investigation team that they already have set up, I guess through Atlantic County. I don't know how far it reaches out, but they did say that they were aware of it. They told me that they did say basically that there's nothing they can do about the benefits that was stolen. They said that they were waiting back from the state or maybe the nation. I don't know exactly what they said, but I mean who they said, but they did say that there's no funds for this type of incident that has happened to me and other people as well.
So once this theft occurs, the victims are basically done until the following month.
Yeah, they told me there's nothing they can do for me as far as the benefits that was stolen, but they said they would send me a new card, which they did, and then I just gotta wait till next month. That's all they could tell me.
So if you were able to take control over the whole situation, what would you like to see be done?
I mean, the benefits that was stolen. For me, the reason that I actually put in the claim is because what about that young mother or any type of mother, don't have to be young, that doesn't have nobody else to reach out to? What about the ones that are dependent on that? How are they going to feed their kids? What are they going to do? Fortunately for me, I do have certain family members that I can reach out to for help, but what about that person that has nobody?
Right.
If I never get them back, then I never get them back. I just didn't want it to happen to anybody else.
Right.
So that was my reason for reaching out.
Now, when you talk to the different authorities, did they seem believable, like they really were looking into it, or does it seem like they was just saying that based on protocol?
As far as today, the man that I spoke to today at the county building, he seemed like that he was actually trying to fix the problem.
Okay.
Other than that, just me calling on the phone. I've even went up to the governor's level, reaching out. Because again, not for me per se, but for people that have nobody. I don't want this to happen to anybody else.
Right.
So that's my thing. I am worried about it, but I'm not worried about what I lost. I'm literally worried about that mother that has nothing. This is all that they have. They don't have nobody to reach out to. I don't want this to happen to anybody else. That's my main goal in this.
Now, would you have any advice for that potential mother that you're describing?
I know that now they have the lock, the unlock and lock thing like they do for the bank cards.
Right.
They have that now for the food. Just lock your card.
Okay.
As soon as you get up to the register, or if you're doing it online, unlock it right when you're at the time of purchase. And then as soon as they say, okay, accepted, went through, whatever they say, then lock it right back. That's the only thing that I can say.
And that's a very important thing. I didn't know that. Um, now, now you say, then you're about the fifth person that told me that the one of the things they do is they send out a new card. So would you suggest that everybody just tries to get new cards from the gate instead of waiting for that to happen, or you think that they should just wait until it happens to do that?
Honestly, no. Just get a new card.
Okay.
And now the cards have, the initial card just had your card number and then your what is it called? Your case number on it.
Right.
Now they have the card that I got today has the security code on the back. They actually have the expiration date, like an actual bank card, credit card, debit card, which they didn't have before. I think that that's a very good thing that they have now, because as the guy, excuse me, as the guy explained it to me, they're taking it off the swipe. But only thing that I can get from the swipe is your card number, which is all you used to need in order to do an online order.
Right.
Now they're asking for that security code as well as the expiration date. So although they can swipe it or they can use the skimmer or whatever to get the card number, they can't get the security code or the expiration date off that, which is now what I guess the state or the nation is now asking for.
That's very good to know. And with that being said, that's more of a reason that if you still have the old card, get it canceled and send
Correct.
in for that new card, because it's going to come with all the new features. And that is promising. That's the most promising thing I've heard so far, and that's a preventative measure, far as preventing it from happening again. And what we like to do a lot of times is do preventative measures before it happens. So, like you said, your story, you had to go through your story to be able to tell it. But
Correct.
in this, you're able to give knowledge and wisdom to the other people, the mothers and fathers out there, and that are facing this, because this is creating mass hysteria. A lot of people are dealing with anxiety, all types of stuff since this story done broke. We've had a record amount of phone calls to our line since, like, we had more phone calls about this than any other issue that has happened in the 8 years we've been here. So it's definitely creating a panic throughout the country. And I'm happy that you came through to share your story, because a lot of people are scared to share their story for what, I don't know why, but a lot of people are scared to share their story. So by that happening, that's preventing other people from getting help. So is there anything else you would like to add to this?
No, just protect yourselves. Like, definitely get a new card. Like I said, these new cards have extra preventative things on them. So yeah, just don't wait. Just go get a new card.
Absolutely. Well, we greatly appreciate you being here and sharing your story, and it was very informative. And I know that you just shared some information that's going to help the next person.
And that was my goal. Even, like I said, even if I don't get my missing food stamps back, I don't want this to happen to anybody else. And I'm glad that you just say the fathers too, because I didn't say that. I said the mothers. But there are fathers out here that are dependent on it too. So yes, just go get a new card and lock and unlock your card as you're using it.
Absolutely. And to all those out there taking part in this scam, I wish the worst for you. That is, you're terrible.
Absolutely.
You're stealing from babies. Because even though you're taking it from a grown woman or a grown man's card, 90% of the time, you're taking from the children that
Absolutely.
they have it for.
And they're not taking it from the people that are getting the lower amounts. They're looking at the bigger amounts. So you know that those are people with kids. If you're a single male or a single woman without kids or dependents, whether it's grandkids, nieces, nephews, whatever, you're not going to get the hundreds of dollars of food stamps. They're targeting the ones that get the big amounts, which 9 times out of 10, those are coming from children. You're not taking it from the adults. You're stealing out of the mouth of these babies,
That's
out of
right.
our youth, out of our future.
Right, that's terrible. You got a special place in hell for them type of people.
I agree.
And I hope they don't miss the bus.
Right.
They deserve that trip. All right, well, I
Absolutely.
greatly appreciate you for coming through and sharing this
Absolutely.
wisdom. It's very important. We always like to hear from our sisters anyway, because that's the foundation of the community, you know. So I'm happy that you're here, you're standing strong, and you putting it out there so others can learn from your ways, and
That's
then
my goal.
we'll continue to help each other and
Yes.
rise our community back up.
Absolutely.
Okay, it was a pleasure. I don't like the circumstances, but it was a pleasure on the outcome.
And I thank you for doing this.
Oh, absolutely. It's my honor.